Mateska into the net, point Iowa.
Yeah, ball never crossed the net. Got to be able to reach high. She's a good jumper, so that ball needs to be pushed a little bit higher, and the timing was off for the hitter.
This is the second year in a row head coach Jim Barnes has gone to the transfer portal to find a libero. And this year's libero for Iowa, Milana Moisio with the ace serve, a dandy.
Moisio does a really good job of putting it deep in the corner, but that ball was really in by a lot. So as a passing team, you want to move your feet to the ball, and your teammates need to help you call it in and out.
Last year it was Joy Gallus out of Arizona transferred in to play libero for Iowa. Moisio is a former Miami Hurricane. On the free ball, Moisio underneath it. Amaral over to Stepanaitis, and that is out. Point Washington.
Well, here in the second set, as we analyze Iowa's serve, they're going deep and then they're going short. They're going deep and short, and that just gets the passers out of rhythm, and it has worked so far here in the second.
Markley serves. She serves down the line. Fares is blocked. Wow, that came back on Iowa's side high. Hunt and Mateska up front.
Yeah, Mateska does a good job of lining up, taking a big step inside. Take a look at this. Give up line, block and dig cross court, and that's exactly what they did on that play.
Another serve for Markley, and she picks out Greta Schlichter for the second time. Iowa sticks with it and sides out.
It's a nice middle attack there, really fast, right up the middle. And Barnes, again, he said we have to be able to set middle and get kills, especially off of serve receive. It indicates that our pass is on and that it opens things up for the outside, so it's a big swing.
Well, Iowa's starting to turn up the service pressure here in the second set. Another ace.
Well, I think sometimes when you're playing on the road in a new arena, it's going to take a while for you to get into rhythm. I really feel like here in the second set, we're seeing what Iowa is capable of doing from that service line.
Alyssa Worden is a fantastic server for the Hawkeyes. She had a couple of service aces last night down the road in Eugene. Big swing by Markley from the back row. Amaral wins the joust, but Washington keeps the point alive. Mateska the dump at the net. Hunt dunks it home.
I'm not sure I've ever seen so many balls just hanging at the net, both on serve receive and then just these plays in between. So here you see a two-handed set over and then a free ball that's hanging at the net. Finally, Washington takes control and gets the point.
Mateska serves. Moisio the dig. Back row, Worden. Dug by Hurd. Back over to Iowa. Amaral tries to throw it in the donut, but Hurd reads it. Markley soaring in out of the back row. Point Dogs.
I think every successful team has a back row attacker that can go in and get points for you, and that's exactly what Markley does there. As a right back player, she's getting that back row attack and swings with a lot of authority.
Mateska serves Moisio again. Stepanaitis dug by Hurd. Howery, and the kill for Kirsten Barton, her sixth.
Barton does a really good job of ripping that ball across the court. We really haven't talked a lot about Howery yet. She's doing a really good job of setting that ball, putting up hittable balls. She's not flashy. She just does her job as a setter. Howery right now really connecting well.
Howery's got 14 assists, and with all due respect to you as a fellow setter like Howery, Audrey, I mean, when the setter is just kind of in the background, diming up the outsides or the middles, that's a good thing, right?
I would think so. I always like when setters have a little bit of a personality out on the floor, but you have to do your job, and your job is this: putting up hittable balls, giving your hitters the best opportunity to score, setting them where there's open space along the net, and I think Harry's doing a really decent job of that. Although that back row attack, that was off on that one set, but in general, she's doing a really nice job.
Howery's counterpart, Claire Amaral, picked up the kill on the previous point, and Barton with another swing off Iowa hands. Washington once again in front.
Great attack there. I think as an outside hitter, you have to be able to hit that shot right there off the blocker's hands consistently in order to be one of the best in the conference.
Hunt serves, an ace Oh, miscommunication in serve receive for Iowa.
Washington does a good job there of serving in between passers. Let's take a look at this again. And you see that you have to call the ball. Somebody has to commit, and not when the ball has crossed the net, but right out of the server's hands. You have to commit to the ball.
That is Hunt's second ace of the night. Whittingstall ran the slide there for Iowa. Barton looking for a soft spot in the zone, and it works.
That has been the vulnerable spot on Iowa's defense. The tip, the roll shot that goes right over top of the block. There's different defenses you can play. You can play a rotation defense where the right back player is curled up right about at the 10-foot line to prevent those balls from happening, and I haven't seen any adjustments on defense yet.
And I credit Barton for doing a great job just taking what Iowa gives her, I should say. Amaral to Van Zandt. Dug by Markley in the back row. Howery picks out Barton. She swings power that time.
This is what makes Barton pretty darn special. Able to mix up her shots, tips, hard, roll, everything. She's got it. Take a look at this winner right here.
It's the fourth straight point for Washington, prompting an Iowa timeout. Between number 13 Purdue and number 17 USC. It's next on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Big match for both those teams, Audrey. Purdue trying to go 2-0 on their LA trip after winning in 5 against UCLA, and USC trying to bounce back from a loss to Indiana. Hunt with the serve for Washington. We're up inside Alaska Airlines Arena for game 1 of our Saturday night volleyball doubleheader. A kill with authority for Sharday Van Zandt, her first of the second set.
You know, as I look at this Iowa team, the passing is not really great. It's not really bringing the ball up to the top of the net. But nonetheless, Van Zandt is able to just swing and get points. That's so important. You have to be able to hit out of system sets. So Van Zandt being successful doing that so far tonight.
Kirsten Barton already to 10 kills, 5 in the first, 5 in the second. She has reached double-digit kills in every game she's played this season. She missed 1 game of Washington's now 14 games. Free ball. Washington sets up shop. Barton just finding everything right now.
Yeah, Barton's been on fire. Look at her go. Cross-court shot. Here you see a nice little roll shot in the middle of the court, and then power right in the middle of the court. So it's hard to defend her, but I will tell you what, the right back player for Iowa, you'd be silly not to adjust, and at least don't let the middle tip go. Don't let that score. If she hits down the line, okay, live with that. But the number of tips and roll shots that have scored right now without an adjustment has been problematic for Iowa.
Washington is about to challenge this point.
Washington is challenging whether it was a touch or not.
It was called an attack error by Alexa Markley of Washington.
Washington is challenging a defender touch.
And we await to hear the results. I think I was reading Alexa Markley. She said, I heard it. I heard the touch.
It's definitely out. So we know it is, the challenge is the touch at the net. So, or is it off the defense?
It seems more likely she would have heard it at the net as opposed to in the back row.
Right.
Remember, just I think it was about 7 points into the match, Washington challenged a point. What are you seeing here?
Well, I think I see a finger go back. I mean, let's take a look at this right there. Does that look like a finger bending back to you?
I'm not sure if it's indisputable, Audrey. You know, I'm sure you're right. You've got a very high batting average when it comes to this stuff.
After review, the call will be reversed. Point Washington.
So you have a told you.
Retaining the shot.
Clearly.
Well, Washington is now 2 for 2 in challenges. Remember, they challenged very early in the match, and they stayed perfect. That's a good look right there.
Well, I'm kind of impressed by that ponytail whip by Markley. I mean, that thing could hurt should it come down on you. I mean, my goodness. Jeez, be careful.
Bubble ponytails are all the rage right now. That's an ace. Those never go out of style. Right on the back line for the setter, Alexis Howry.
Yeah, that is a great serve. Again, if you can master serving the ball deep where it lands just like this one, boy, you're going to be pretty valuable to your team.
Her 9th ace of the season and 3rd of the match for Washington. Great dig by Mateska. Amaral swings, and it's dug by Mateska. Markley. It eats up Moisio. Point Washington.
Well, when you're defending against a lefty attacker, the setter, Mateska does a really good job of lining up right in the right spot. They're typically not going to hit that left back corner. So take a look at how she just stays in her position in middle back and is able to dig that ball. A great transition swing. And that was an aspect of the game that the Huskies really wanted to get better at, a transition attack and scoring off of that.
Free ball from Van Zandt to Washington. Howry sets the middle, and Wessels is stuck. The Iowa block comes up big.
And again, it's the freshman Peyton Young for Iowa doing a really good job of just being balanced, staying home. Look at how she jumps with the middle, takes away space along the net.
Young with 2 kills and now a block. She had 2 blocks last night against Oregon. Over to Markley. Goodness gracious. That ball was terminated.
My goodness, and just showing her insane versatility there as a left side attacker. That's what she did for Penn State. She swung left side. But here you're going to see again this arm. Wow. Watch hand to ball contact. There's space there. It's impossible to defend.
And the Iowa libero, Milana Moisio, leads the Big Ten in digs. Not even she could get to that one. Over on the right side, that's Markley. Varez blocked. Point Washington.
Well, Markley is having quite the night so far. She is doing it from either pin. We saw a nice swing. Now we're going to see a really good block coming up right here. Take a look at how she reaches up and over. Nicely sealed.
Varez turned away, and Washington running away with the second set, now on a 7-1 run. Hawkeyes need a timeout. Alexa Markley, to your point, Audrey, 6 kills, 4 digs, 2 blocks, and an ace. Access to more live Big Ten games. And Friday, you can see the Hawkeyes take on Michigan State. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on. We can't guarantee you gorgeous shots of Mount Rainier on every Big Ten Plus broadcast. Tell you what, it helped last night with all the volleyball action going on across the Big Ten. Iowa and Washington both had late starts, being out on the West Coast. Had them both going on the multi-stream. It was great.
I love it. It's easy to use. I'm telling you, when I come home from work, just want to chill. What do? I watch some volleyball on the app. It's so much fun.
All the action that on Big Ten Network we can't cover for you is on Big Ten Plus. It is a great resource, whatever sport you're a fan of, quite honestly. Back to the action here, and everything firing on all cylinders for Washington. Most recently, their block. That's Katie Wessels.
I love the way Wessels' feet are here, and then her arms are reaching outside of her body. That's a middle that's determined to get a block.
Carmel Varez is denied. Over to Van Zandt, and she puts it home.
Van Zandt coming through for her team right now as a team, not hitting very well. For the match, they're hitting 102. For the set, they are 5 kills, 5 errors, so hitting 0 right now.
And the Huskies on the opposite end of that spectrum, hitting 447 for the match. But a couple straight points now for Iowa after the ace by Van Zandt.
Yeah, Van Zandt just going after Mateska right there as a left back passer. We'll see if that's the target she aims for again.
And Zant's a good server. She's got 11 aces on the season. And Mateska hammers that ball.
Really like the approach and the patience. I mean, they're running it fast, but her timing right now is really good. And you can tell the hand-to-ball contact. You only have a good, sharp hand-to-ball contact if your feet get you to the ball at the right time.
Zoria Hurd the serve. In the middle, Young, kept alive by Barton. And Markley dug by Schlichter. This is Stepanitis, cross court, and Hurd can't handle it. Point Iowa.
Another tough cross-court shot by Iowa. And typically, you know, if you're a libero, you want to take up some space cross-court, but that time, big point, big swing for Iowa to stay in this second set.
Alana Moisio the serve. Markley dug by Schlichter. Amaral from way off the 10-foot line throws it to Stepanitis, and Iowa gets the point.
Stepanitis doing a good job, not needing a perfect in-tempo set, able to be patient, and again, just wiping the ball off the block, really showing her talent here in the second set on those two swings.
5 kills for the redshirt freshman from Crystal Lake, Illinois. Chicagoland represented well on this Iowa Hawkeyes roster. Hunt, the push-up by Amaral, and the free ball from Stepanitis. Bump set, Hurd, Alexa Markley into the net. Too much touch.
Yeah, you can see where the timing is so critical. She is angry because, you know, that was something that she can control. When the set is higher, you've got to be able to time it. And as a veteran player like Markley, she knows that that was just an error on her part.
Her first of the night. Back row, Barton. That's there every single time.
Yeah, you know, usually we see the hole open from a left side attacker. This time back row attack, which actually you have more time to play the ball. So here you see, read the tip, elbow drops, and somebody has to go hard after the ball. Liberos cannot let the ball drop in their area of the court. I would say take charge of that ball if you're a libero.
Is someone calling out to Barton that that shot is open, or is she reading that herself?
Both. I think you can look at the defense. Setters often set the ball and then look and tell the hitter what's open. But I think this is clearly a scouting plan by Washington because it is happening repetitively. That tip in the middle of the court has scored for them a number of times here in set 1 and 2.
Barton with 12 kills. Mateska picked up her 6th on the last point. Stepanitis from off the 10-foot line. Hallery tight to the net. A slide for Julia Hunt, and Washington has not used that a ton, but it works there.
Right, we talked about for Washington, it was critical that they cleaned up their transition game, and we're seeing great controlled digs, and when you can run a slide, you know that that dig is up in a position where the setter can run it.
Stepanitis dug by Hurd. 2 feet for Julia Hunt that time. Back-to-back kills.
Hunt goes from blocking, fast feet off the net, turning and getting up ready to hit. That's critical. You may not get off the net, but you have to turn, face your setter, and call for the ball. Hunt doing that on that play.
All 4 of her kills in the second set for Washington. They have set point. Barton the dig, overpass, tapped over by Whittingstall. She is going to win that point after an illegal contact by Washington.
Now to Hawkeye, number 39, Melissa Warden.
So we play on for at least another point. Alyssa Worden serves. Huskies up big. They take a commanding 2-0 lead in the match, 25-14 in the second set.
Huskies playing great front row defense. Their block is on and playing really good backcourt defense, transitioning and scoring. Boy, what a second set they showed here tonight.
Huskies hit 4